Good day, everybody, welcome to today's video. We're going to look at this onboard air compressor that I got, and we're going to see if it's going to be any good. I got my JK out back. I'm going to hook up my DIY air bleed down air fill-up system. We're going to bleed down the tires, probably, 15 PSI or so. Then we're going to try out this air compressor, see if it's going to be any good or not. First, let's get it out of the box, and we'll have a look at it. Anything good in the instructions? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it comes in a bag of sorts. Get it out of there. Comes in nice packaging. Got some bubble wrap. Everything seems to be encased for protection. There's the hose. There's the gauge. Serrator valve screw on. This is the air compressor. Looks very similar to a lot of other air compressors. Most likely these are all created in one factory and just given a different color. There's your battery cables. Clip on. Let's get this out to the JK. We'll hook up the airline system. We'll bleed down all four tires. We're going to fill up all four tires at once because this one claims airflow 6.0 CFM, 45 amp, DC 12 to 13.8 volts. Let's see what's going to happen. It's either going to work or it's going to let the smoke out of the wires. So this is my DIY air up system that I built a little while ago. We're going to install it. Make sure all valves are shut. Same thing to here. Put that on. Plug that in. And I gotta plug this in to the bottom. Got the system connected. Valves are shut. I'm gonna open them all up. We're gonna get pressure on this gauge. Now I'm gonna flick that one to drain the air, and that one can connect to my air tank inside the JK. And then we're going to get the compressor fired up. All tires are hooked up. Got about 32 pounds. This will take a little bit to bleed down. That'll be good enough. Gonna plug the line into there. This also has an air pressure gauge on it. I'm gonna screw that in to the main gauge here. These battery wires are actually really short. That's one of the first things I don't like about it. I got it hooked up. First thing that I dislike about the unit, battery cables are a little too short. That's just my opinion. Because with my Jeep, it'll probably reach all the tires from this location, but I think you'd be stretching that little hose. So let's get the Jeep started up. In order for this compressor to work properly, it needs the alternator charging the battery at the same time. As a disclaimer, you need to watch your hands. That metal fitting underneath the switch is extremely hot. I accidentally touched it and it wasn't pretty. It stung. So you need to be careful. This metal fitting right here sure likes to transfer the heat. It does cool off pretty quick though. So after you're done filling her up, let her sit for like 3 to 5 minutes before you decide to touch it. Now for the good, the bad, the ugly. Of course, that's his first time out of the box. Hooking it up seems to work. Draws about 35 amps. And I filled up 435 tires from about 13 to 15 PSI to about 34 PSI. And for those who are wondering, it took about 10 minutes to fill all 4, which is not too bad at all. The real test will be is longevity in the field, if I'm going to have any kind of issues with it. Unfortunately, right now, our backcountry is closed because of the forest fire, so I probably won't be able to head out in the bush for a while, which kind of sucks, because I'd really like to head out 4x4 and do some exploring before it gets too hot and do some camping in the backcountry, but it is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short video. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.